What's up, real estate agents? I have a public service announcement for you. You need more reviews. Let me say that again. You need more reviews. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of getting more reviews, and I'm going to show you my exact strategy on how to get more 5-star reviews and why that's so important for your business. It's going to help you attract a lot more clients. It's going to get the phone ringing, and this is something that you need to do if you truly want to scale your real estate business.
I keep pushing, got my head to the sky, wondering if I ever make it there. Yeah, I keep pushing, gotta play the hand I'm dealt because I understand life ain't fair. Hey, so I push and I grind and I push and I grind.
What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Sherrard. Thank you so much for tuning in as always. And if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you love learning tips, tricks, and strategies on how to scale your real estate business the modern way, please make sure you subscribe and lightly tap that notification bell for me. Also, if you do get some value from this video, all that I ask in return is to drop a comment about what you learned, as well as give this video a little thumbs up. Now, let me get straight to the point here. Reviews are so important, yet so many real estate agents are constantly overlooking them. And I don't know why, but they're doing it. So in this video, I want to share with you my exact strategy. I'm going to go into a full screen recorded tutorial showing you exactly how to get more reviews on Google and Facebook primarily, the exact email I send out, and why that's so important. Now, before getting into this, what I want to talk about is why is it so important? Now, you need to think about consumer behavior. Why are reviews so important? Think about it this way. If you're going to go to a restaurant and it's a Friday night and you want to go out for a dinner date, what do? You Google maybe Italian food in your city. And the first thing that you do is you look up what restaurant comes up with the most 5-star reviews. And you usually end up going to that one. But so many times, real estate agents are overlooking their own consumer behavior. They act in one way, yet perform in another way. There's a misalignment there. As a real estate agent, you need to be found the exact same way. Everybody, whether they're looking for a real estate agent in their city, whether they just found your name through a referral, you just got invited to a listing presentation, or you just left a listing presentation, all 4 of those scenarios, you know what they're going to do. They're going to Google your name. And if you come up and you either don't have Google My Business or you don't have many reviews, red flags are popping off. People are wondering what's going on. Who is this guy? Is he good? Is he bad? Is he weird? Is he what? They just don't know. I want to show you the power of leveraging reviews. So we're going to jump straight into a video tutorial right here on my screen. And I'm going to show you step by step exactly how you can start getting more reviews so that when people are looking for a real estate agent in your market, you are going to be that restaurant that pops up. You are going to be the one that they pick up this little device here and they call you. And that's exactly what you want. You want to be found. It's incredibly powerful for SEO. Similarly, Google wants people with good reviews to show up at the top. Similarly with restaurants, you don't Google a restaurant and suddenly Google starts showing you all the 1-star or no-star restaurants. They show you the 5-star ones. You need to be that 5-star agent. So let's jump right over to the tutorial and I'll show you exactly how to start getting more reviews. All right, so let's get straight into this tutorial. Again, I apologize because my screen is right over here. I know you are there, but forgive me for looking this way while I'm teaching you this. So again, let me just show you by example exactly what I'm referring to. I just Googled Italian restaurants in Calgary. You can see here that what's showing up is the top restaurants review-wise in Calgary. Let's go back here and maybe we'll look at Steak House in Calgary. There you go. All of the ones with top reviews are showing up. No different than for you. So let's Google my name and I'll show you what you need to do. So we're just going to Google Mike Sherrard. I'll probably show up here. And there you have it. So first things first, if you do not have Google My Business, you need to do that right now. Again, you just saw what happens when I look up restaurants, or if you look up anything in your city, whether it be stores for clothing, restaurants, things to do, recreation, Anything you Google is going to show up professionally. You want to make sure that you have a professional presence as well, which means that you require Google My Business. Again, Google My Business, I'll include the link below, but that's what you can see here on the right-hand side. This is Google My Business. Okay, so every time somebody Googles me, you can see that this pops up. So it has a little location, point here that shows where our office is located. You have to include an image of the outside of your office, and then you've got an image of yourself. Okay, so you've got access to your websites, directions to your office, and you can save this profile as well. Now, here's the key thing. It also has your contact information. You can book appointments through Facebook, which is really powerful. I always put that I'm open 24 hours because let's face it, we're basically working around the clock here. But anyways, this is what's important. 21 5-star Google reviews. So similar to those restaurants that showed up at the top, whenever somebody's looking for a real estate agent in your city, you're going to start to see the ones ranking highest with the most 5-star reviews. Now again, in just a second, I'm going to show you exactly how to start getting more of those, but I just wanted to show you the importance of it so you can start to see, again, the importance of YouTube. Videos show up very high. You can see my podcast on GSD mode with Joshua Smith in here. You can see I've got a video. This was my first ever YouTube video put out, and me being featured on a podcast, as well as some of my listing videos. So you can see some information here. I see a lot of people in my listing presentations comment on the fact that they watched my YouTube videos. So again, if you're not on YouTube in real estate in 2020, you have to be. That's a must. I'm going to be putting out the Social Syndicate Mastermind link soon, so don't forget to check that out. But again, you can see all of the reviews here, okay? Similarly with Facebook, if you come over to my Facebook page, you can see here 5 out of 5 based on the opinion of 29 people. And you can go to my reviews and you can see all of the reviews and the recommendations and things like that. So that's increasingly important for SEO because both Google and Facebook are going to show people what they want to see. And oftentimes they want to see the best person for the job for whatever they're searching for. In this case, it's a real estate agent in their local market. So you want to be the one that has reviews. So you might be wondering, well, first, you're probably thinking that you don't have enough reviews, which is correct. But the next thing you might be thinking is, how do I get these? Now, I write a strategic email after every single transaction with the client, and I make it easy on the person. And that's exactly what you want to do. You want to eliminate effort on their part. You want to make it easy on your client, and you don't want to seem salesy with it because, I was just talking to a realtor on a podcast right now about how I struggle asking people for something. I know if you deeply care about people, you probably do as well. So it's tough to just come out and say, hey, go write this review for me. I like to make it a bit softer and I like it to make it a bit more inviting so that it just seems a lot more natural. So let's go over here, and what I'll do is I'll show you the email that I typically write. So something like this. So again, I'm just sending this to myself as an example. And what I like to do is say congrats with an emoji. Now, if you don't know the trick on how to include emojis and things like here, you just come over here, and if you're on a Mac, you do Control-Command-Space. And that will open this up. So you can choose these little emojis, which again, makes your email stand out a lot more and just adds a little touch to it. So I personally like using emojis strategically. Now, don't go blasting them out all the time, left, right, and center, because it doesn't look that professional if you overuse it. But if you use it just like this in this case, it actually stands out and it's just a nice little touch. So this is exactly how I would write something myself. So again, Joe Smith, just making this name up for example purposes, but I would say something like, hey, Joe Smith, first off, I wanted to say how excited I am for you. Now, before I get ahead of myself, when would I send this email? I would send this email right after possession. The reason being is because they're flooded with emotion and they should be overwhelmed with happiness with how much you helped them. You should, by this point, have just given them a possession gift. Now, again, I'll mention that briefly in a second here. But again, right after possession, this is the next email you should be sending them. The same day, okay? First off, I just wanted to say how excited I am for you. I'm beyond happy that we are able to find the perfect home for you, and I can tell that your incredible family is equally as excited. So I always like to bring family into it because, again, that pulls on their emotional strings, and it shows that I care because we do care. So be honest, be authentic, be trustworthy with them, and comment on something that they care about, which is typically their family. I hope you enjoyed the possession gift. Now again, for possession gifts, I usually do something like a full wine and charcuterie night with my clients, or I give them, anything that I know they're gonna love. And I learn about this, I've talked about this in other videos about how I like to learn my clients along the way. So I always like to gear the possession gift and not just give the cliche bottle of champagne like everybody else, but I like to do something specific like this, so that I know they're going to see that it's a personal touch, and I listen to them, and I didn't just give them the same thing everybody else would. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed the possession gift in great company, and I can't wait to hear how things go as you get settled in. I'm sure you know by now, but I hate asking people for anything. That being said, it would mean the absolute world to me if you wouldn't mind writing a quick little review, as it truly helps my business and allows me to work with more amazing people like yourself. If you would be so kind as to write a couple lines and then copy and paste them here, it would be so greatly appreciated. I can't thank you enough, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks when you follow up with them and see how they're doing, and just to check in. Have a wonderful day. Now you might be wondering, where's here? Copy and paste them here? Where is that? Let me show you. So what I would do is I would come take this Google search, I would copy it, and usually I would go into Bitly, okay? So we're going to go into Bitly here, and we're going to create a shorter link. So copy, paste that in here. It's going to create it for us. Boom. So Google, again, use a little emoji. Paste. Facebook. Use a little emoji. And I'm not stopping here. So again, I have another thing that you need to see as I show you this. So then I would go here, back into Bitly, create a new one, and then I'll show you what I do next. Again, you want to make it as easy as possible on them so that it's just effortless, okay? So some people aren't that tech savvy. Usually older people, they might go into Google and they might not know exactly where to write the review, because even if you come over to Google here, you'll see that it's not up here. You actually have to go down here and click it, which on a full screen, you can't even see it without scrolling down. Facebook, again, it's over here hiding. It's not obvious when you come onto the homepage where exactly to write the review. It says here 5 out of 5, but again, you don't want them to have to put any thought into this. So what I like to do, and I'll show you what I do right now, is I make screenshots like this. Here's the first one. So here's the first one, as well as the second one. I take a screenshot of my Facebook page and I mark it up and I show exactly where they need to click. I take a screenshot of the Google page and I show them exactly where they need to write the review. So what I would do is I would come back over here and I would simply go to my Google Drive or to my desktop, and I would include the 2 screenshots that show them exactly where they need to write the review. So that way they see exactly where they need to click. They're going to see the exact screenshots of exactly where they need to write it in. And that makes it as easy as possible. So that's what you need to do. You need to be doing this with every single transaction, because your goals should be able to get 20, 30, 50, 100 5-star reviews, so that whenever people are looking up for an agent, the go-to agent that everybody's overwhelmed and happy and positive vibes with, you're going to be the one that shows up. But you need to make this right here a part of your process. For every single client that you work with, you want to make sure they get this email. You want to make sure that they end up doing something. And usually what I'll do, just as a thank you, is a week later, I'll write a little handwritten card and I'll include a $10 Starbucks gift card in there and send that to them as a thank you for writing that review, because it does help our business a lot. It means a lot to us, and it should mean a lot to you. So you need to start making this a part of your process every step of the way for both buyers and sellers going forward. If you have any more questions about how to leverage this technique and why you need to be using more reviews or anything else review related, drop a comment below. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. As always, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next time.